The Boss Show.
Hello and welcome to the Boss Show. This is a show just for you to let you know what's going on in the studio, to let you know what we have been doing, what we're doing now, what we're going to be doing, and to show you this. This is a little ball. Do you have a cat? Have you ever gotten a new cat before? And you're like, well, they need things to play with. We have a new cat, so we got them things to play with. And this will, boom, it will go like this. And we're like, hey, look, little ball, woo. And we set it in front of the cat. And the cat's like, fuck that thing, I don't want it. So it's just a disco ball now. We use this for tiny little raves for the mice. I hope you guys are having a wonderful June. I know how a lot of times I'll start this thing up and I'm like, I'm tired, it's cold, I don't like it, my nipples freezing. Well, right now we don't have, my nipples are not freezing because it's spring now. It's getting on to summer. I'm doing fine. I hope you guys are having a wonderful spring/summer/June. I also hope that you've been enjoying the programming on the channel. I've been looking at what you guys would like to see, and I've been trying to guess. That's the hard part about having a YouTube channel, is that you have to respond to what people want, but you also have to guess at what they might want, but they don't really know. Like, you know, when you take down their pants and then they don't give you really a look, and you're like, well, do they want anything or don't they? I don't know. A lot of you guys out there clearly like indie games better than your normal average AAA games. In fact, lately a lot of gamers and a lot of people who watch games are getting rather disgusted with gaming studios because, I mean, it's porn. All it is porn. We get to watch these gaming studios bend over gamers and say, bite the pillow! And not a lot of gamers like that. Apparently not a lot of people who like to watch games like that either. And I was on one end of that, and no lube, nothing. But I mean, basically right now, the only good games that are coming out really are indie games. Those are the best games that are happening. I hope you guys have been enjoying that. We just played the Redwall series, which was a little confusing to me. And no, it wasn't confusing because there were little anthropomorphic animals. That doesn't confuse me. I'm a furry. That's the way I want the world to be. But it did confuse me because there were a small group of people who legitimately hate that game. They don't like that game for, I don't know, some reason. It almost seems like they were fans of the book series, and then the game came around, and they might have been, the game's not as good as the books. That it might have been that kind of thing. The only problem that I really had with it was that the controls were a bit janky. I didn't like this thing where you were running along as a mouse, and sure, you're small as a mouse, but suddenly I'm running in place and I'm like, oh, why? Oh, there's a speck of dust. I can't get over the dust without jumping over the dust. I know mice like to jump, but damn, dude. There was that. There was the puzzles at the end of it were way too involved for that game. Really way too involved. But outside of that, I thought it was great. I thought it was a good series. I hope they make sequels to it. That was fun. And we had demo week. I had to do demo week. I'd already had a bunch of recorded games that, you know, usually indie games here and there. I had them already set, and then just every indie game dev in the world just started dumping all of these demos out, and I'm like, well, I have to put these all somewhere where I'm gonna put them. So that's when I decided, well, I'll just declare demo week, and we just went through demo week. I really liked it. I'd love to hear what you think about it, because it was a solid week, and there's so much variety, so many different things to do, and every day was a different like genre and a different style and a different class and a different sexuality. I don't know, I thought it was really cool. I thought, every day I didn't know what I was going to be doing, which is, I like that too, actually. So we are going to keep doing demos when they come out. We'll put them on, usually on Free Friday, because usually demos are free. By the way, if you have to pay for a demo, don't do it. There was a demo just recently came out, and they're like, hey, there's big games coming, and here's the demo, and $5 for the demo. And I'm like, no, that's not the way demos work, man. Is there a free demo for the demo? But we will continue to do demos. We'll keep doing those. We'll throw them on Free Friday. Sometimes we'll put them on Indie Wendy or whatever. We'll put them in. And if there's ever a time where indie devs go, hey, and start shoveling demos out onto Steam or wherever, then we might have another demo week. I don't know. If you guys are okay with that, I thought it was pretty cool. So let me know what you think. Right now we are playing Indica, and I've been waiting for this. I don't know what it was about the demo. It's just the strange style of music that went with the game, and then the little pieces of like 20-year ago video game graphics. And it's like, what? I think, and I don't know, because you've seen, there's only been 2 parts of it so far, and that's all I played, but I think Indica might have schizophrenia. She might have some kind of problem, which that happens in games sometimes. If you have Hellblade, Seneca's Sacrifice, that had a character that had some mental problems as well. So I'm thinking, well, I mean, that's a good way to cover, you know, a certain character in a certain situation. I'm really enjoying it. I hope you guys are too. And I want to know what you guys think of the ultra wide screen. I think it's a fairly new idea for video games. Nobody's doing video games in ultra wide screen. Although people are starting to get more into that particular aspect ratio. They're looking at it and they're like, oh wow, I can see it does when I make it on, when I render the games out, I actually render them wider so you can actually see more to the sides of the video game. And I honestly think it looks better than 16:9. I really want to know what you guys think. I did just play yesterday, played a game called laundry, it's about to say laundry digging, suck on the laundry. It was laundry night, and it was kind of in a fisheye sort of thing. So the widescreen almost made it look like you could almost see all around yourself. And I don't know if that really worked out with the ultra widescreen. So what I'm thinking is that there may be some games that just don't work with ultra widescreen, but a lot of them now do. So I don't know. I would love to hear your opinion on this, guys. And so far, everyone's had a really good opinion for the ultra widescreen. Either people are saying, you know what, I can't really tell. It doesn't. I don't know the damn difference. I cannot tell what is wide and what is not. It's like, well, I could teach you a few things. And then there are other people that are like, no, this is so much better. Wow, I didn't even know that this could be this good. It's all. So it's pretty much the range of opinions I've had have been from kind of whatever to really good. So if there are people out there that really don't like it for whatever reason, please let me know. I want all the opinions I can get, because this channel is not just, I'm just hosting this, but it's not my channel. It's all of our channel. I'm just the one sitting in front of the camera. We are going to start doing, admittedly, I guess I was thinking a little bit, I was thinking of too much at once. You know, when you're thinking of junk, and then you're like, wow, I want so much of the junk at once. And then you get all the junk at once, and it really stings. I was thinking of, okay, I want to do reality checks. I want to get the Monday show back going again. I want to get rants going again. So I'll just do all those at once. And I was thinking, that's only, you know, just starting out, because I want to do other stuff too. Well, I think it was a little too much. I need to start out and get in the habit of doing one thing at a time. And I'm going to start doing reality checks. I want to start doing them at least a couple of times a month. I mean, there's plenty of material. Have you looked at the news? The only thing, what really, okay, calm, rational me for a moment. What really is stopping me is that I have to sit down and take the time to write out my notes on what I want to say. And I'm not in the habit of doing that. I'm a very habitual person. It's like when I get in the habit of doing something, I will do that until I am dead. And if I'm not in the habit of it, then I won't ever do it. So I've got to get myself in the habit of sitting down, making those notes. And if I can do that, then it's going to be a lot easier. I just have to get myself in the habit of doing it. I'm going to like plaster notes all over. I'm going to get tattoos on my forehead. And every time I look in the mirror, it'll be like, write notes, bitch. And maybe then I'll do, oh, right. Okay. So those are coming. Also, that's what we're doing right now. Here's the place normally where I put a cutaway video. I always like putting cutaway videos for a second. It's like a little distraction from the show, shows you something else, and then we come back. I like doing that, but I didn't get a cutaway video this time for a specific reason. And the reason was because the last 2 weeks I didn't know I was going to be able to get a cutaway video. You guys knew that my studio got flooded that one day. I don't know why. I guess that winter, a pipe broke somewhere in the house, and we turned on the hose in the backyard, and a waterfall down my lovely sound shit. It was literally coming down all over and we're like, oh, whoa, turn that off. So we turned it off and we decided, well, we'll never do that again until we get this fixed. Now, we had some guy come and he's just supposed to take a look at the air conditioner, right? Normally, if we have a guy come and they're going to be looking at pipes or the water or the sewage or anything having to do with the water, we tell them, look, don't turn on the hose in the backyard. Don't do it, because Noah, we build an ark. Fuck it, we're going to have to get out of here because it's going to flood. So don't do it. This was a guy coming over to fix the air conditioner. We thought the last thing he'd do would be to turn specifically on the hose in the backyard. And what did he do? That's right, he went outside in the backyard to check the outside unit, decided it was dirty, went over to the hose, turned it on, and my studio started to flood. And at that point, they said, well, okay, we're gonna get a guy out here to take a look at the pipes and you know, fix what you need to fix, which would mean that they need to dig holes in the ceiling in the studio. And I'm like, oh shit, well, I can't do anything in here now. It's gonna be nut. What do I do? I don't know. I'm gonna have to like leave at some point and have people come in here and go, I'm gonna drink a beer and do the thing. And so I didn't film anything for that period of time. Problem was, they never came over. They just didn't come over. You know, of course they didn't. Of course they didn't come over. So that is why I don't have a cutaway video. But don't worry, next month I'll have one. I promise. I'll do something. I'll get a bunch of these together and I'll bang them and I'll sit the cat in the middle of them and you can watch how little of a shit she gives about these damn things. But here is the part where I normally would say patreon.com/rantinggryphon, because if you like my channel and you like the work that I put in and you like seeing, I know there's a lot of people out there that see a video that I did of a video game that may be hard to find, they didn't know about, and they like gaming, they're like, whoa, I didn't even know about that game. Dude, I want that game to pull down my pants and suck on my junk. Thank you so much. If you have, I don't want you to thank me that much, but if you do appreciate the work that I put into this channel and you're like, you know, I'd feel better about, you know, if I gave something back, go over there. It's easy. It's just sign up and you give them your card and say, I don't know, give the guy like $4 a month, $400 a month. Then it'll just do it every month, and it'll support me, and I really would appreciate that. Speaking of patrons, to my lovely patrons out there right now, as you have noticed, the Gryphon Game Guilds, which is exclusive to patrons, that started back up. We had a couple of weeks where it kind of dropped off, and that was because vacation and funerals and a bunch of stuff. But now we got that dropped off. We finished up Salamander County Public Television. I have never, that was the best ending boss that I have seen in years. I couldn't stop laughing at that. But now, here coming up pretty soon on Gryphon Game Guild, we're going into a game called Pools. If you remember, we did a game pretty recently that it was like the most realistic back rooms ever. And we did that one. Well, this one is more realistic, and we're going to go through this game and we're gonna chill out, just you and me, you know how it works. And I'm also for patrons, I'm thinking severely about starting to record, or not record. I always record it. What would be the point if I didn't? That means I'd be sitting here talking to nobody. I've been thinking about making all of my recording sessions live on the Patreon channel. So if you're over there and you see it's a live recording session, then you can pop in there at any point and you can see what I'm recording live right then. You can watch the video later. And if you talk to me on the monitor thing, then I will talk back to you. And that would be pretty cool. I don't know. What do you guys think? So the future, what's coming up in the future? Well, I already talked about reality checks. Gonna be more of those. And I am gonna throw in a rant here and there. I'm gonna get to do the rants more regularly later, but I'm still going to throw rants in now and then. I hope that's okay. But Indica is going to continue, and it's going to continue in ultra widescreen. And I still want to hear what you think about that. And we're going to do the normal, indie games here and there. Picked them up. I already have a big pile of them. There's some very, very interesting ones coming up. Some of them you're going to sit there and go, what the fuck is this even doing? We're going to continue with that. And after, I don't think Indica is going to last too terribly long. I think maybe 5-6 episodes at the most. After that, then we're going to be picking up a game that has recently been released. We did the demo, I think about a year ago, and it's called Little Kitty, Big City. We're going to go through that game, through the whole thing. And I know people are like, well, I'm going to go through this game and I'm going to get all the points. I don't care about the points. I'm going to go through the game and I'm going to be the most cattiest I can be. If I can find a thing that can be catted, it shall be cat. I think I just invented 2 new verbs and an adjective. Crap, I'm good. So those will be coming up here pretty soon. I'm gonna find a way to beat myself in the head so that I'll continue to make the notes, to take notes and write my notes down so that we can start doing that. Once I'm in the habit of taking notes down, that's really the key to like making rants and doing other shows and things that I have to do. So I just have to do that. I have to set some kind of alarm bell in my head. Boop, notes. Once that's done, more stuff will be coming. Either way, all of you, thank you guys for watching. And I've been trying to say this lately, and I hope, because I don't want anybody to feel like if they're watching my channel regularly and they're not a patron of mine, that they're ripping me off. I don't want them to feel that way. What I'm doing is it's free. I've always done like free material, free stuff for everybody all the time. Some of you guys even go back to the times when I was performing live on stage. People even asked me about that. Well, I know you don't get paid by the conventions anymore. I never did. Well, all the 15 years that I performed on stage in front of people, I never asked any of them for a dime. I didn't get a penny from them. I just did it because I wanted to. So don't feel bad for that. The Patreon is there mainly because people asked for it, and 2, it's for people who actually want to give something back. They're like, okay, I have the funds, I'm able to do this, so here you go. I don't want anybody else to feel bad for not contributing, even though you should. But it's really just for people who can contribute back and who want to. I love all you guys. I love everybody who watches the channel. I want to make sure it's like a comfortable place for all of us, and that you get programming that you want to see. And so that's why I always love comments down below. Please subscribe to the channel. Please. I'm gonna make a please song. If you want to support me, then go over to Patreon. Please. And thank you all for watching my videos. Please. Wait, that doesn't need a please, but it could. Hey, we could put one in there. Who cares? So guys, more stuff to come, more chill to happen, more hanging out, more new games, more things. Thank you so much, as always, for watching this show, for hanging out with me, and for just chilling with me. I like that. It's cool. It's relaxed. We need to be more relaxed in this day and age because, like I said before, have you looked at the news? So guys, that's it for today. I will see you again next month. Thank you very much for watching the show, and I'll see you guys soon.